In the quiet of the night, piano keys whispering low. Let the rhythm take us slow. High, this life is sweet now. From the streets to the sweet now. For la, in the groove we stay. Stand where I don't go away. Let the piano play. We never fade away. Soft and deep, we just vibe, no need to speak. Forever.
Yo, it's the football power hour. Botswana Papi Styles got the fire. From the land of diamonds shining brighter. Man United love, taking us higher. Kicking all the vibes, this game day thrill. Botswana pride, yeah, the passion's real. Rivals lurking, they wanna steal. But Red Devils got that iron will. The 88 boys, they talk too loud. Enfield towns drowning in the crowd. But here we stand so bold, so proud, feel. Football fever, hearts unbound. Football power hour, feel the flame. Botswana Papi calling the game. Man United's glory in the fray. Rivals try but ain't the same. Football power hour, rise and play. I'm a piano beats, make the crowd sway. From Gaborone to old Trafford sway. Papi Styles leading, come what may. The whistle blows, the world unites. Botswana heart, football ignites. From Africa's roots to Europe's nights. Power hour shining bright lights.
Let's go. Kind reminder to hit the like button. Kind reminder to hit the like button if you haven't done so yet. Big shout out to you. My name is Botswana Papi. This is the Football Power Hour. Sorry, I hit things right now, and because I'm dancing. It's a Friday. So I hope you're dancing too. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, I need some water from the dancing. I was literally dancing right before sitting down. First things first. Another weekend without carrot ball. Another weekend without Premier League football. It's an L weekend that's ahead of us. Good thing I'm working a lot this weekend, so I won't feel like I'm missing too much. But another announcement to make is that the happy hour is returning this weekend. We won't bring it back tonight, though. We will bring it back on Saturday or Sunday, one of the days of the weekend, and I'm excited. So yeah, after happy hour has been on a sidelined on injury with a hamstring, happy hour is back on grass, and happy hour will be back on the airwaves. So very, very soon. So I'm looking forward to that. So big excitement because it's one of my favorite shows to do on the channel. So yeah, I can't wait. The other thing is that yesterday we saw Brazil get embarrassed. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about also the one of the managers that had been talked about as a potential replacement for Michael Carrick. I'm talking about PSG's own Luis Enrique, who apparently the direction of things right now is that he will not be coming to Manchester United because there is apparently a new contract that is looming. We'll get into that. So big show ahead. So I want to make sure that first of all, we also look around to see what is going on in other news before we focus on the topics that I just mentioned. So big up yourself if you're just tuning in. Thank you for being here. First things first, let's find out. A bomba from Scaloni. Ladies and gentlemen, Lionel Scaloni announced yesterday. If you don't know who Lionel Scaloni is, he is the coach right now for the national team for Argentina. And he's also obviously the person who will select Lionel Messi to be in the FIFA World Cup. But the bomba is that there's a little bit of doubt that has been cast over Messi's appearance in the World Cup. Messi is how old? This year, 38? And instead of going for an answer like, yes, Messi will for sure be, this is his last World Cup, Scaloni said, well, you know what? I will defer to Messi. That's a question for Messi if he will be in the World Cup. And as far as I'm concerned, he wants to make sure that Messi is there, but he can't make any guarantees. And that's the thing that has gotten some Argentinians saying, hold up a second. Are we about to see Argentina without Messi in the World Cup? Crazy. Kind of unthinkable. I know we're at the end of an era, things are changing, but to just imagine Argentina playing and there's no Messi. We'll be watching from the TV with Alejandro Garnacho also watching from the TV. And there's no Messi. I don't know. I don't know what that means. But one thing for sure is that it weakens Argentina significantly. And question is, who will step up? What does that mean in terms of Argentina's World Cup campaign? How far will they go? Because, we are looking at how national teams are being assembled, how coaches are picking their teams and the style and patterns of play that are trying to establish. And Messi-less Argentina feels like, Wales can fancy them. Ghana can fancy them. You know what I'm saying? There's so many teams now that feel like, of course, they still like quality like Julian Alvarez. There's still some quality left in that Argentina team, but let's not forget that the iconic players like Di Maria, Messi, um, will not be there or could not be, especially Messi. This is what this report, anyway, by Scaloni, casting doubt on Messi's participation in the World Cup. It's weird. Maybe it's like mind games. Oh Lord! By the way, big up Joe Blackman in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to Stephanie in the house. Yeah, it is. It is the time for the next gen. It's time for the next generation of superstars to step up and actually make a name for themselves. It is. It is getting there, guys. We got 6 likes. Thank you. 6 likes. 11 people tuned in. Now that means we have 5007 agents in the building. Now, if you don't know what a 007 agent is, I promise you right now, it's something that you don't want to be. That means you're an op. That means you're here working for the enemy. Please hit the like button unless you want to be labeled and given this award, the 007 Agent Award. You don't want that award. Still on the World Cup section of the show, there is an update that now Iran has banned its sports teams from traveling to countries it considers hostile. Iranian state TV reported on Thursday that this ban by Iran's Ministry of Sports in Tehran didn't mention the World Cup, which starts in June 11th in the USA, Canada, and obviously Mexico. So I think this is potentially a little mind game of saying, hey, how about we schedule Iran's game in Canada and Mexico? Iran's games should continue in Canada or I don't know. I don't know if this is what this announcement by the Iran's Ministry of Sports is trying to achieve. But one thing for sure we know is that the ministry statement singled out the tractor game against Shabab Al-Ali of Dubai that was set to be played in Saudi Arabia in April. It's a round of 16 game in the Asian Champions League Elite. So the other thing also in this report says that the Iranian ministry added that the federation and clubs will be responsible for notifying the Asian Football Confederation of this matter in order to relocate the games. The Iranian ambassador in Mexico City has said that the country was negotiating with FIFA to move Iran's 3 group stage matches from the United States to Mexico after President Donald Trump discouraged the team from attending the 48-nation tournament, citing safety concerns. So, but obviously, Infantino dampened Iran's attempts to move its World Cup matches, saying, things should just go ahead as scheduled. The show must go on. That's Infantino's stance. So that one we'll be watching with a curious eye to see how that story develops. Is Iran going to be successful in relocating or negotiating a relocation of games? Are the Iranian players going to be safe in these United States of America? Big questions ahead. Another story, by the way. Oh Lord, yeah, we'll see anyway. We'll see. Let me not speculate too much, but my thing is we gonna see. The atmosphere in yesterday's game was pretty stale. Yesterday's game meaning France versus Brazil. Sort of like the replica of the 1994 FIFA World Cup, they I think this was an effort. They organized this game to happen in Boston, in Fox at the Foxborough Stadium, and in an effort to sort of like build up anticipation for the World Cup, raise more awareness and inspire more, hopefully more Americans to participate and go. And but one thing for sure is I'll tell you that even in the game yesterday when we were watching it, we could just see from the cameras through the camera that this was sterile. This was too it was lacking some character, some culture. You know, imagine you could bring a novel to a football game in America. And you'd finish the novel successfully. There wouldn't be too much noise to like distract you. That was the vibe in yesterday's game. And I hope that's not like the a precursor of what's actually going to happen, because that would be really disappointing. Big up to you, Faith, by the way. I am going to the games in spirit. Unless, Faith, you surprise me with a generous super chat, I will be. You know what I'm thinking of doing? Maybe we could do like one of those like IRL football power hour streams where I go to like the parking lot where the France versus Ghana game will be, and they usually have a big screen outside, and there's usually a party. And then I could be out there. You know what I'm saying? That's the closest I can get to a World Cup game right now. Shout out to Solo in the house. Long time, my broski. Hope that you're doing well, Solo. Long time. Let me give you an air horn. Feel like the last time I talked to you was last year or something. So I hope that you're doing well, my G. But World Cup content, World Cup anticipation, or lack thereof. So yeah, the we might as well get to what the games yesterday meant, because there was some playoffs that were going on, and Italy won yesterday over Northern Ireland. Not just Italy. By the way, if anybody has seen Peter, he came here with a lot of chest, talking about how North Macedonia was going to be pocket Denmark. But Peter, come explain what happened, my G. Because Denmark walloped North Macedonia 4-0. Oh my God. Oh shit! Of course, Hoyland didn't score. He had a stinker and he was hooked. But the star of the show was Isaksen. Isaksen currently plays for Lazio, and he's a right winger, 24 years of old. And he had a pretty impressive performance. And we will talk about the significance of this win in a little bit. But obviously, we know that Turkey beat Romania 1-0. And it was Kadioglu who scored yesterday for the Turkish team. And then Czechia, somehow, my Lord, Czechia fought back to take Ireland out of this World Cup dream, because Ireland somehow were 2 goals up in 23 minutes and they bottled a 2-0 lead. I'm sorry if there's any my Irish family in here, but you know what? You got the whole weekend to drink now. So Tommy, come and explain what happened to Ireland, please. Come answer for the Irish. They bottled it. I have no idea. Obviously, Poland also beat Albania 2-1 yesterday. Robert Lewandowski was able to also get on the score sheet to score that important second goal. Slovakia lost to Kosovo 3-4. Ukraine, Ukraine, Ukraine. I don't know why the Ukrainians hate us like this, but my God. The Arsenal spaces and Arsenal WhatsApp groups were popping off yesterday as Victor Gyökeres scored a hat trick. It's like the Arsenal players, some of them, the defenders have faked injuries, and the attackers have gone to go sharpen themselves in these World Cup qualification games. And Gyökeres just did that with Ukraine. He smoked them, put them on an ashtray, and tossed it out. Ukraine, yeah, they unfortunately they might as well also just I don't know. I don't know if they have the quality at all in them. You know, when the notable players from Ukraine is like guys like Mykolenko. And how far are you gonna go with a Mykolenko as your left back? Not too far. Wales could not also manage to win yesterday. Unfortunately, they lost on penalties after Daniel James found the back of the net, but it was Dzeko who equalized the game right at the death, 86th minute, and then Bosnia went on to win it on penalties. So, yeah. Hey, I'm sorry if there's anybody Welsh in here. Yeah, just you might as well call your Irish friend and hang out this weekend. You know what? Irish eyes still smiling. Yeah. I'm Irish this weekend. If we drinking, says Young Puppy. You know what? Yeah, this weekend I also might feel Irish. You know, or Welsh, or both. Oh boy. So yeah, and then the other games, obviously Bolivia, I said, was yesterday played Suriname. They beat Suriname 2-1. And New Caledonia, they were weeping yesterday because all they could hear was Jamaica. Jamaica won 1-0. And let's talk about the significance of these results. Who can still qualify for the World Cup and how the rest can make it. So we know that these 39 out of 45 teams that have qualified, right? In the European nations that have qualified are as follows. Let me actually put this list so that we can all see it together. Here is the list of the qualified nations. England, France, Croatia, Norway, Erling Haaland, you know, Portugal, Germany, Netherlands. Will Germany make it out the group stage this time? Thoughts that happened in my head. Netherlands, Switzerland, Scotland, Spain, Austria, and Belgium. These are the nations that are already in there from Europe. And semi-final playoffs happened yesterday, and then the finals on the 31st. So in 2-3 days, that's when we will have the finals. And then we got Path A, Path B, Path C, and Path D. And as you can see, these are the results that I've just read out. So Path A has Italy has to play Bosnia on the 31st. And if they beat Bosnia, it will be at least the return of the Italians. Sweden has to beat Poland. Jokeresh in the World Cup, you know. Or is it time? Or is it Lewandowski's one last dance? Nah, I think Lewandowski is done. I think the thing about it is like Lewandowski will probably be a part of the path, and then once it's like right before the World Cup, he'll be too tired. He'll pull a hamstring because he's been chasing the Champions League, and that's probably what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's Jokoresh's time. So Sweden will probably beat Poland, in my opinion. Path C itself has the final between Turkey and Kosovo, and then Path D with North Macedonia. Sorry, Peter. North Macedonia losing to Denmark. It means that it's going to be Denmark versus Czechia for the final. And then obviously, this is the list of the 3 out of 3 North American, Central American, and Caribbean teams: Panama, Curacao, Haiti, and Africa got Algeria, Cape Verde. Shout out to Cape Verde. You know, if you know, you know. We will be there. Egypt, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Taos, Senegal, South Africa, and Tunisia. So you guys you've heard of the saying, right? There's an old Moroccan saying that if you can handle a towel, you can handle a trophy. It's a Moroccan proverb. I swear it's there. I swear, I promise. Towel FC. We'll see how they'll hide the towels in America. Okay. So we got what else? Australia from Asia, right? Australia, Japan, Iran, Jordan, Uzbekistan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, South Korea. Those are the 8 nations representing Asia. Then South America has Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Paraguay, Uruguay. You know them. There's gotta be like the funny part about the South American teams is like there's always one that just is heavy. Uruguay might just be like a tough team to beat this time around. And then obviously Oceania has New Zealand and the Interconfederation playoff winners. The final has to be played between Jamaica and Congo, since Jamaica won yesterday. And then the other game is Bolivia versus Iraq, after Bolivia beat Suriname yesterday. So, yeah, what is yet to be decided? Those games, the finals that we just mentioned. So we have to see the Intercontinental Playoff Finals, and then I wonder, like, what if for me the biggest disappointment out of these playoff games is if Italy don't make it. Not that I want Italy to win the World Cup, but I just feel like they, as I mentioned the other day, like every nation has a type of football that's in their DNA, you know. And yesterday, right after the France versus Brazil game, Wrap Up and Riri, when they came at the end of the stream, they rose a very, 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 very important point that club football has evolved so much to the point where now there's too many system players, and even the players that are innately born with individual brilliance, they don't get the chance to cultivate that. They don't get the chance to express that and actually have confidence in that. And they end up becoming diluted. That talent gets diluted. And this is a consequence of where club football, especially European club football, Premier League especially, has like been at the forefront in terms of killing individual brilliance. Think about right now, there's only like maybe less than 3 or 4 players you can think of when you're talking like Premier League screamers this season. So Boslai is one, you know. So like when you're talking about players, but it's not like players can't shoot. But players have now had less confidence and these less attempts, these less focus on what a player who has really good attributes and really good individual characteristics. There's less focus on allowing those characteristics to shine and making them more of like, how do they benefit the team? I hope you get the point that I'm trying to express. So in that way, the samba style of football that I fell in love with when I was just drawn to their Brazilian way of playing, that style is suffering. And that's precisely why you saw Brazil looking like, no disrespect to Fulham, but Brazil yesterday was playing. Matter of fact, not even Fulham. Brazil was actually playing like Man United under like many managers, previous managers, post Sir Alex Ferguson. They were looking like a team where you know that, oh yeah, you have players that have quality, but they are just non-inspiring, you know. So even Upamecano had to make the game spicy and said, let me get a red card. And the game was still lacking Brazilian flair, Brazilian confidence. It is crazy to see how much Brazil has fallen. And for somebody that, you know, yeah, used to hold Brazil at an esteemed level, it is sad. Matter of fact, I think the saddest part was like, things have never been the same after Germany thumped Brazil in that World Cup. Was it 8-2? I don't even want to remember that result. But ever since that day, yeah, the fall off has been sad, to say the least. Anyway, big up yourself if you're just tuning in. Thank you for being here. We have just concluded the World Cup part of the show. Let's now get to the other thought that was in my head of so there's a journalist that has made this assertion that there is growing reports in France that Luis Enrique is actually having a new contract being prepared. So he is set to turn down Manchester United and stay at PSG. One of the big journalists that's driving this, writes for I think L'Equipe. And the reports are that a new contract offer is being prepared imminently. Michael Carrick is now gaining strong chances to stay. Cue the happy dance for Carrick FC. And, well, anybody that wanted Luis Enrique, this is not good news. I think, really, to be honest, when we really think about it, the Luis Enrique news, it's really coming out from the fact that he's probably the best manager there is right there, right now. He's He won the Champions League. He won the domestic treble. He's in fine form as a manager, and it makes sense that he's mentioned by Manchester United fans across different platforms. But Luis Enrique himself has never said, "I want to go to Man United" publicly. He has never said, "I am not going to Man United" either publicly. So while these reports are coming out, sometimes you say there's no smoke without fire, and you take them with a grain of salt. Sometimes you might hear, "Oh, Luis Enrique might has changed his mind. He's not happy with the contract that he's being offered by PSG." But when you really, really think about it, PSG also have to be on the thinking heads a little bit and be like, okay, Luis Enrique did what many managers couldn't do, that we brought to PSG. We brought so many players and invested so many times, have come close and not been able to get that Champions League trophy. But Luis Enrique has done it. So why would you not protect a manager that has given you the thing that you've been so much wanting so badly for so many years? So definitely PSG has to think about that and think about, how do we make sure that we protect and keep Luis Enrique here? So the thoughts about a new contract offer, I think they're valid. I think they're valid. And God forbid Luis Enrique defends this Champions League and he wins it back to back. Whoa. That would be insane. But the crazy part is, it's not impossible for Luis Enrique to do it. His squad, especially looking at the fact that everything that PSG does, it feels like they use the domestic league as a training ground, and then they play their actual football matches in the Champions League. If you didn't know, some reports came out yesterday that PSG's league game between the Liverpool legs has been postponed. They were supposed to have a game versus Lens, Lens, or Lens, if you say it another way, but it's Lens. It was supposed to play, like, they were supposed to play Liverpool, I believe, at home in Parc des Princes, and then have a league game, and then go to Anfield. But guess what? The Football Federation of France, the LFP, France Ligue de Football Professionnel, agreed to move the game. So is PSG gaining an unfair advantage over Liverpool? Yes. Am I mad about it? No. Will I be mad about it next year when Manchester United is playing PSG? Of course. So something has to be done about this. I don't know. It's such a dilemma, such a conflicting thing. But for me, I honestly see it as getting an unfair advantage. But hey, from a league point of view, it's art money wise. So I see why the league has done it, says Young Bobby. Okay. Okay. Oh, Stephanie with another theory to throw in the whoa, that's good right there. Stephanie cooking something about Luis Enrique. That what if all along Man United is just a pawn? And he's like, yo, see my missed calls? It says JW. I'll let you figure out who JW stands for. And then the PSG president is like, damn, JW. Jason Wilcox. Oh no. And then he goes to write a new contract. Put some more zeros in there. So Luis Enrique actually might be cooking something here and using Manchester United as leverage. And you know what? If that's the move, hey, play on, player. You know, that's how I look at it. But obviously, he's a really, really experienced, accomplished, and top manager. So I wouldn't mind if we could somehow hijack him. But at the end of the day, it also has to come from him. I feel like if he wins the another Champions League, brother, you've done it and proven that it wasn't a fluke. What are you trying to do again for the third time? Nah. Go find yourself a better challenge. Right? That's the thing that would make the most sense. At least if I was in Luis Enrique's position, I would be like, yeah, I did it and Don did it. Now I want to go Don did it. Nah, I'm going to go do it in Manchester United where other managers has failed because my name is Luis Enrique. Build me a statue here while I go get me a statue at Old Trafford. That's what I feel like I would do if I was Luis Enrique. But hey, to each his own. Look at how Zinedine Zidane's career path looks like it's carving out because I thought like, oh, this guy is not passionate about managing anymore, but apparently news reports have come out that he is the one next after Didier Deschamps to take over that job for the French national team. So what does this mean? Are we happy that Michael Carrick now seems to be like the default front runner? Is Carrick enough for us? If these reports are true, are we sitting here mulling over the fact that Luis Enrique might sign a new deal? You know, I personally would love to see Luis Enrique in the Premier League. I think, even if it's not at United, I want to, as a manager, I want to see him in the Premier League. I'm gonna share the link in a moment, but Luis Enrique's accomplishments are worth mentioning, guys. His trophies, he's won the Champions League with Barcelona, obviously, and with now PSG, and he's on course to win it again with PSG. Because let's be real, the odds are he's going to beat Liverpool, and his team is also now in full fitness, especially the heavy hitters are in full fitness at the right time. He's won La Liga twice with Barcelona in 2014, 2016, 2014, 15, and then 2015, 16. So he did it back to back. He might like that Drake song, the back to back. Maybe that's what he's trying to do with the Champions League. Luis Enrique, I understand now. I see what he's trying to do. And then he won Liga, obviously, 23, 24, 24, 25. He's done it back to back. He's won the FIFA Club World Cup with Barcelona. He's won the UEFA Super Cup twice with Barcelona, once in 2015, and then with PSG, obviously. He's won the Super Cup de España. He's won the Coupe de France twice. He's won the Trophée de Champion. That's the French Super Cup. Twice. He is accomplished as they come. Top of the crop right now, Luis Enrique. So I get it why he is in our conversations, but man, let's hope. Whatever the outcome is, we end up with the right manager. The link is in the chat, by the way. Kind reminder to hit the like button if you haven't done so yet. Enrique is pulling out, not the type of pulling out you're thinking about SLD, but apparently pulling out from the race to be Manchester United manager. So Michael Carrick is happy. How do you feel about this? That's what I want to know. What is your thoughts on it? Let's talk to men like Young Bill in the building. What up, my G? Wait, what's this picture?
Yeah, it looked like you were summoning some powers, like some snowballers or some. So I said, let me capture this, and it just happened to freeze on that too. It's like perfect.
What in the possession is going on? It looks like some crazy shit.
Yeah, you're trying to summon the snowballers.
Oh God, please tell this money he's Dr. NHS. Nah, 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 nah. That's not true. But what are you saying, bro? Luis Enrique might be not coming to United. What? How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's all good. I never really um put his name out there where I expected him to be at United. It would be nice if he was a manager at United. I'll take
Yeah,
him, yeah. But
yeah,
yeah, I wasn't like throwing his name just like freely, without proper information on it. Yeah,
mm,
right.
yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So okay, so if ends up falling that if it ends up being that Carrick gets it by default, will you be happy with that?
I'll be satisfied with it, I suppose. Just that's just back him properly,
That is
and then
okay. All right.
yeah, sure. Like any manager that we bring in, they just need to be backed properly, and we should be okay or better than we was all these other years.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I hear you. I hear you. And then okay, other than Luis Enrique, Carrick, who else was in your short list for managers that you
I'm gonna be
might?
honest. I told you before. I never even had a short list.
Okay,
I didn't bother to really look at other managers or anything.
okay,
That's
okay.
not my. That's not my. It's not
Forte.
my job. Like that's not. Yeah, that's not my forte. Like it is what it is. Just whoever we get, we just need a back down.
Okay, yo, that's I like. You know what? I respect that type of thinking. So you know what? Even if Ineos brings in Southgate, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Then you know, I would just leave the.
get out of here. He's like, yeah, he's just gonna back whoever they appoint. Nah, 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 nah. Guys, there's almost 50 people in here. Kindly hit the like button. I hope Premium's like, yeah. Let's let no standards FC. I was going with him too. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Young Papi is whoever the club entrusts, I'm with him. And then he's like, as far as Southgate, he's like, yeah, 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 yeah. Whoever Ineos co-signs, I'm with him.
Yeah, I said they could do without me after that as a fan. Yeah, go,
Oh,
yeah, go do what you want to do, but you lose a fan. Go
okay,
ahead,
you
be happy.
co-sign, but then you be like, I'm out.
Yeah, I got to give you some sort of content.
Nah, nah, bro. My ears was like, wait. I need to clear my ears to understand what Young Papi is
Well,
saying.
to be fair, at first, because I'm kind of in a bad area too, it didn't, you know. So as you were saying it, I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But then I just went along with it. But same
Okay.
way, yeah, like I said, if they was to bring in a guy like Southgate, I've tweeted about him so many times too. Yeah, I would just not be a United fan anymore. I'll just get into volleyball or something, women's volleyball, you know.
Volleyball. Oh Lord. Okay. All
It's
right. All right.
actually really well.
I yo, you're out there in them streets, bro. In Bermuda, I see.
Uh, it's just a neighborhood, really.
Oh,
Just
okay.
yeah,
Beautiful sky, beautiful sky.
yeah.
Let's talk about the midfield real quick. I was thinking about this, young puppy. I was like, um, we haven't splurged. United haven't splurged lately. Like, I mean, obviously you'd say that the Jokoresh money, um, was quote unquote splurging. But like, when I'm talking splurging, I'm talking about 100 mil plus. I'm talking about, how, like, say for example, Chelsea have spent money over more than 100 mil for Caicedo. They even put more money for Lavia. Um,
Yeah, well, like 60 for Lavia,
yeah, yeah.
120 or whatever for
Enzo
Enzo,
Fernandez,
even
Caicedo.
more for Caicedo.
You know what I mean? They've spent money. Arsenal have crossed the 100 mil line as well. Declan Rice,
With Declan
you know?
Rice, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You
you're
know,
saying that we have to break the bank to be a part of the conversation,
I'm
basically for next
saying
year.
we've been avoiding it, but I don't think we can avoid it much longer. And this summer,
I mean, prices are raising no matter what. Like, and
yeah,
Chelsea kind of ruined it for everybody as well when it came to it because they just bought a bunch of shit players for over 50 mil and all of that. Just so this team and that team didn't get them. Like, even Todd Burley might have, I think he just came out and said all of that there. Like, he had no sporting director or nothing. So he was doing the job himself, something that he's not,
yeah.
familiar with. So he was just, yeah. Oh, City want that player? Yeah, we get that player.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad strategy to move by the way, when you don't know it much about the business. So, like, when I heard Todd Bolly
I
say that, I
mean,
was
as a businessman, you hire somebody for that. You hire a professional for that. If you're the owner of the club, but hey, that's not my club to worry about. So
like, facts. So anyway, so now, like, the question is there any player out there that for you would be worth splurging on over
um,
100 mil? Who should United?
splurging.
Yeah, we're not talking. I know
No,
we might.
with splurging, you mean that 100 mil? I know. Like,
Yeah,
like obvious. Okay, I do say Tonali is $100 million player, so I guess I could go with Tonali, obviously, but that seems a bit easy right there.
I
Uh,
mean, some people were having the conversation the other day that some people were like, no, we shouldn't pay if Tonali's over 100 mil. We shouldn't pay that much money. We could go elsewhere, take that money, spend it better. You know,
which I
and
agree. That's why the whole, well, if you're gonna say splurge, it's like, okay, well, yeah, Tonali, but I feel like, yeah, I agree with that. Like, we can use that money on maybe three different players. However, not necessarily we're going to get that quality. At least we know what type of quality we're getting with Tonali.
mm,
And then
mm,
this is all if he even wants to come as well. Like, I heard reports of, somebody said, I think yesterday, about him wanting to maybe go back to Italy and all of that there. And it's one of them, like, who knows as a fan? Like, do we really know what's going on? Or, we just do speculations, talk about it, and then the story switches up the next 2 days and boom, go from there. Talk about that now. So
I
it's hard
mean,
to really say. Like,
yeah,
even with who is it? Elliot Anderson. Everybody wants him. What is he? A Newcastle fan or something like that? They were saying as well. So
hmm,
it's like, you know, is it realistic? Obviously, it's Manchester United, I know.
yeah,
So anything is possible when you're that big of a club. Even the name, like you said, you got the best manager in the world, Luis Enrique, using our name for leverage. Obviously, it was just a hypotheses, but still,
yeah,
it could be true though. Like, a lot of people do use United's name as leverage to get what they want. Like, even if it's money, whatever the case is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, but okay. So for you, like, I hear you. I hear what you're just saying. Joe Blackburn was responding saying 100 mil. No, not for Tonali. So he's saying, like, don't, I guess he's one of the people that's saying, like,
Like,
80.
go for three different players or what, or just
Yeah,
a lesser price.
yeah, lesser price, lesser
Right.
price.
Again, like I said, if you like, our whole conversation was on the 100 million thing. That's why I
Yeah,
said if there was to be a player in the midfield, it would have to be him.
yeah. It's weird because I feel like now Newcastle will be the new Brentford. You know how Brentford was rated uh last transfer window. It feels like something is going to be movement with Bruno Guimaraes, movement with Tonali, and possibly even more. And I don't know what that means for a team that now won't be in Champions League football, but has this much like investment and this much money. Newcastle is actually one of the richest teams in the Premier League, but they just PSR has just like somehow not allowed them to reach.
It's weird too because they sold Isak for what they sold him for as well, so they should
Yeah,
have money in it,
they
right?
should have. They should be stacked.
They
But
should be.
but
Like people feared when they became what, like the richest team in England and all of that, there,
yeah,
right? Like it was
yeah.
a big difference in the gap too.
It felt like they were gonna buy that way to success, like Man City did. But
But
it,
technically, I mean, they've been about it a better way, I guess, more structured, like than just doing any like not really doing anything like how City done, because City was kind of structured as well. Like,
yeah,
however, they was just buying the best players that they can. The Yaya Torres,
yeah,
Tevez is, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
But then they also had the upcoming ones like Michael Richards and all of that there. For the time being, like so
yeah.
they was slightly actually pretty balanced. Like given their finances and stuff. But yeah, over the years, the once they saw like, oh, we could do this, do that, Aguero, Kevin De Bruyne, you know what I mean, all of them, then yeah, they just
Yeah.
yeah. Mind
Heard.
you, that could be the undercover, the on the side little, here's your little payment here to sign this contract here. Here's the signing bonus to make it official as well. On top of that, like, yeah, they was probably doing all of that as well.
I hear you. I hear you, Young Puppy. Men like Tish in the house as well. Big up Tish saying Newcastle spent plus or minus 250 million this summer. The Isak money has been spent. They got Volk.
Ah, okay.
Let's actually look at transfers.
Yeah,
Uh,
see, like I knew they got a few transfers, but I didn't think I mean, yeah, Alanga 55. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I guess so.
yeah, and they got who? Elanga, Voltemade. There we go. Let's see.
Theo, is Theo there as well? Did they get him this year or
Yeah. All right. Here's Newcastle's transfer. Boom. Transfers. Wait, that's the squad. Hold on. Hold on. Boom. Newcastle transfer history. That's what I wanted to look at. There we go. 2025, 2026 transfers. Boom. Let's share this one. Boom. Okay, so Nick Waltermade, Anthony Alanga, Wisa, Jacob Ramsey. And look at this money. 75 mil for Waltermade, 61 for Alanga, 57 for Wisa, and 45 for Jacob Ramsey, and 35 for Malik Tiao. So yeah, okay. Some of it 278 mil. That means that means they're broke. Well, not broke, but they spent that money. They spent that money, that Isaac money.
they definitely spent
Like,
that money. Honestly,
yeah,
with their names too, it sounds like proper business being done as well. I don't know what really happened. I know Visa had got injured, so maybe that wasn't the best at the time. But
yeah,
given what we know Visa's like at his best, or potentially his best is,
yeah,
he's a good player. So that was a good one.
yeah,
Voldemort, I think that's how you pronounce it. He
yeah,
turns out to be a good signing. But he
yeah,
was on the cheaper side of the signings, right?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Jacob Ramsey, he was doing things for who was at Villa.
yeah. He was
So
a
it's
Villa
like,
before that.
yeah, so I mean, I don't know what went wrong with them to not be in a good position, but and then you have people who rate Eddie Hall as well. I do appreciate how Eddie Hall manages, though. I can't lie.
Mm,
But at the end of the day, like I don't know what's going on there because it seems like they're very well structured up top. They have a good manager. They have a decent team. Why aren't
yeah,
they in the top four? I don't know. So I don't know. Or
Yeah.
our eyes lying to us right there with that one. Like,
Either way, I'm liking it. I'm liking the
I do.
downfall. They made space for us, so big up Newcastle. I will. I'll keep enjoying the Newcastle downfall. Yeah,
Yeah, at
it's
the
a
end of the
very
day, like I said, I don't have no remorse for any of the teams. Like these lot all would laugh at us if we went on. So I literally
yeah.
have no remorse for any of them.
Mhm, mhm. Let me bring in man like wrap up real quick. Big up, my G Young Puppy. Big up to you if you're just tuning in. Kind reminder to hit the like button. Look at how much Isaac left for 145, 145 M's. Crazy. And they sold Lloyd Kelly, Sean Longstaff. Business. Newcastle business. But what will be Manchester United's business? Let's bring in men like Rep Up in the house. Big up, Rep Up.
Walk on, B Diddy. Walk on.
What?
I just got finishing watching the last stream. You are the Jerry Springer of football streams right now, aren't you, man? Walk on, B Diddy.
Bro, it's become a drama platform.
We Deserve Better was on smoky settings, bro.
Bro.
Marking and We Deserve Better. Coming down in London. Chaos.
No. We deserve better.
We Deserve Better was on smoke.
Well, it was on smoke. It was on site.
I had to put a comment on there. Had to put a comment. Man said he would tear his arsehole. Man ain't playing games. I can't believe it.
I am dead. Oh no, I haven't missed that part. It was just so much chaos.
It was crazy. Yeah, I'll meet you in London. I couldn't believe it. But anyway, let's move on past that.
The funniest part about that story also, like the consensus was like, all right, we're gonna go to Dortmund. We're all gonna go to Dortmund. The whole community is gonna go to Dortmund, and we're gonna live stream a fight between We Deserve Better and Mark Ed. Guys, go check out the stream from yesterday.
I saw the builder. I watched it. What's going on? And he said, "Fuck off." But anyway,
yeah.
Let's move off that entertainment. Yeah, but anyway, I'll say this. I'm not surprised Enrique's not coming. I kind of thought that. And to be fair, I had a feeling, but I just needed to see enough games. I still need to see enough games, but the fact that Ineos are not even searching, Carrick's got the job. Carrick's got the job, man. He's got the job. They're not even searching for another candidate, unfortunately. So that's what it is, man.
Do you think so? How does that?
They're not searching. They should have been. If they were serious about another candidate, they should have been searching already. They're not searching for another candidate. They're not. Carrick's got the job, in my opinion.
And is that a good thing? Because sometimes, I mean, if Luis Enrique, say for example, you also want a manager who actually wants to come to United and do this. It's not about the contract.
That's also, and also I'll be real, we ain't got the plays for it right now, bro. Enrique ripped up PSG to the way he wanted them to play. We ain't got possession-based footballers right now. We've only got a couple: Xerxes, Kobe, Ahmad. No, Cunha's not really a possession-based. No, not Xerxes, Kobe, Ahmad. I would say Leacher.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a Luke Shaw, but he's dead now, so anyone needs to go. So not Mazarawi, yeah, but it's not enough. It's not enough. He wants everybody to be good on the ball, Enrique. Just to let you know, he wants everybody to be good on the ball. No stragglers. That's why I think, I think we'd have to build the squad first with good players, and then once the squad build is done, he will come in and just make a few changes, but because it's not going to work out right now. I think he's the number one target, but not timing's everything, isn't it? Time is everything.
Yeah, it sucks because like we've tried to be a possession based team, but we've never really been able to get there. One thing that I've seen us try as well, that we have at least done a little bit better is like trying to build up from the back.
Look, I'll say this to you right now. Carrick's team was possession based. Carrick's team for Middlesbrough was possession based.
It's probably,
so that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Let Carrick build it up. Then because I'm not even sure if he'll win it. I don't think he'll win a league with him, but he can maintain us for a bit, safe hands. When it's time to win, go for Enrique or one of the top dogs.
Yeah.
Because we need to be settled for a while. We need to be settled. You've been up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So the only way we can win the league is we need a squad.
So wrap up, if Luis Enrique is out of the race, and is there any other name?
The only other person is Nagelsmann, and I don't want him. He's a hipster, man. I don't need no more free back managers. I'm tired of that. After the other guy, he just
already.
I can't stand free back managers now, man. No, hipster crap.
What if Nagelsmann was the one to actually execute it and do it well? And
no. They always say that, but at Man United is extra pressure. Stick to the basics. Just stick to a back four formation at the moment. We're not ready for a free back. That's not in our culture of this team to play a free back. We've never won anything with a free back system. That's the truth.
But there's always a first. That's the point that I'm trying to make, bro.
That's true, but that'll be we waiting, failing. Nah, as soon as we went back to a back four system, we started progressing. It's clear as day, man. Sorry, it's clear as day.
All right. Then what are you saying about this question? Then you have. I feel like we're gonna splurge at some point, whether it's like this summer or it's gonna happen very soon. We've been avoiding.
You're talking about the midfield.
I'm talking about the midfield, bro. Like which player?
I'll be real with you now,
yeah.
Baleba to me is already done, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
Baleba's already done. Yeah, I think he's already done.
Why is it done in your opinion? Like, what sources? How did you get
I think they've already done the groundwork. They've already done the groundwork. If you've been following the articles, they've never stopped tracking Baleba. They've never stopped wanting to see what's going on. I think Baleba will be our first signing.
Okay.
I know he hasn't had a good season. Baleba will be our first signing, in my opinion.
Bro, if that happens,
plus because of his form dropping, the price has to drop as well.
Yeah,
they can't charge 100 million for Baleba. They can't.
So if I flip the question and say, is there a player that is worth spending more than 100 mil for Manchester United this summer for you?
No.
There's no player in all of Europe's top 5 leagues that.
Okay, if you're talking about all of Europe, 100 million for Elise, that's worth it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We're talking about all of Europe. Elise is worth 100 million.
Yeah, I'm talking about, especially. I mean, we know that we need to revamp our midfield, and for me, like as I was saying, bro, midfielders like Arsenal has paid over 100, Chelsea have paid over 100, like Liverpool, okay, but that wasn't a midfielder, but like the big clubs have paid over 100, and
Elise is worth 100 million plus. He is.
Okay.
Look what he's done. I've been watching Bundesliga. He's killing it.
Sure, he's on fire. But
High numbers, good performances.
Though? Is there a midfielder that you think United should just break the bank, 100 mil, get the job done, get the signing?
100 mil. I don't think there's anybody worth that, but it may come to that. But I don't think there's anybody really worth that.
So Tonali is not
I told you. This era of football is not. Yeah, Tonali's not worth that. But I'll tell you now, Newcastle out of spite will try to do some 100 million rubbish, but it won't be that.
So
they'll try it.
If Newcastle said 100 mil, take it or leave it for Tonali, what are you saying, Reba?
I'm saying we can negotiate that down. That's what I'm saying.
They're saying last offer, the door is
no. I'm saying we can negotiate because then you have an unhappy player, then you won't perform well. You know how the Isak thing goes. You probably go AWOL. You better negotiate that down before your transfer window goes up in tits or up in the air. It's done. They have to negotiate that deal down. Newcastle's in a weak position.
Wrap up.
A lot of players are not going to stay there.
You're refusing to make the deal. Tonali is going to go to Liverpool, to whatever, to City or whatever. I don't know.
No. City want Anderson. City want Anderson. And even City don't just throw away their money. They throw away their money for someone who's worth it. They don't just throw. If you overcharge City like they did with Declan Rice, they pulled out. They think West Ham said 100 million. They said, nah, thanks, we're pulling out. And they also pay 105 million for him.
Okay.
Still yet to win the league.
Damn. All right, wrap up. Bro.
People who pay the high fees are usually desperate.
For me, 100
because there's not many players of quality. They're good, but they're not the players of yesteryear. I'll be real.
For me, I'm doing the deal, bro. Tonali right there.
You're paying 100 million for Tonali.
Get the job done, bro. Especially if here's the thing, we need two midfielders. If we get Baleba and Tonali, I'm not stressed about next season.
So you're willing to pay 100 million for Tonali?
Get Tonali.
That's up Fairs. I'm not even gonna strike it down, but I'll try to remember we ain't got money like that. We rely on a credit facility. Remember that. And the credit can only go so far.
We are making
and we have to pay for other things.
Yeah.
Other positions.
I'd say probably like the money that we would maybe spend.
80 M's between 70 and 80 M's. I'll pay for Tonali. 80 M's plus add-ons.
Mad 70 or 80.
That's not paying 100 mil for Tonali.
Easily Newcastle.
He ain't done enough in the game. He ain't done anything extraordinary yet. What? He's languishing in 12th place. What are we doing here? He's not. If he's from a big 6 team, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 70 to 80. That's what I'm saying. This 100 M's thing is mad.
Bro.
He ain't done enough in the game.
Okay, all right. If you're so convinced, but if
look at Elise's performances and look at his numbers, that's someone that's worth 100 mil in today's game.
So for you,
he's having great performances with good numbers.
Wrap up. So for you, when Chelsea paid over 100 mil for Caicedo, did they overpay?
Yes, they definitely did. They got finessed. They got finessed.
Wow.
They played. What happened was it turned into a bidding war, and they were able to take advantage. They were originally the guys said they were going to sell him for 85 million, which at the time still would have been a rip. Because now we're living in inflated prices. So
when
Caicedo's a good player. Don't get me wrong. 150 mil. No.
When Arsenal paid over 100 for Declan Rice, did they overpay?
They overpaid. They overpaid. Remember, it's the British tax. It's all of that. He's coming from West Ham, but he did do his thing there. But they overpaid for him, and they know it as well. If they do not win this league this season. Arsenal lost, and they paid that for Declan Rice. for no results, yeah, they're gonna be feeling that.
Oh, we will be there if they if they don't. Pep is coming for them. Like he's gonna give it his all. But like for me, I don't
Yeah,
know.
also the favorites, man. They got a 9-point lead with 2 games to go. So if they crumble that, that's sensational work.
Okay.
Sensational work.
You know what the problem is? I hear R10 saying Arsenal were desperate for rice. If we don't get the midfielder sorted out before the World Cup, we're going to end up in a position where once the World Cup starts, it's really hard for a signing to happen. Like for a player that's currently playing in a World Cup and to have a club move.
Yeah.
It's usually like, oh, this player's focused on the tournament. There will be no
Cameroon at the World Cup. They're not in the World Cup, are they?
Italy? I mean, they're on the way there. Italy is on the way there.
No, Cameroon.
No.
And that's why I think Baleba will be our first signing.
I was just reading out the list. I should remember. Yeah, if anybody remembers, I don't want to go back and
go to the African qualifiers. Yeah. I know Algeria is there because it was in their group with Botswana that came second bottom. You was terrible, man. You was terrible in that group, man.
You don't have to say that part, bro. Okay, so yeah, okay. So
bottom.
Shut up. Here's the list. Here's the list of the African countries, all right? So we got we know for sure. Okay, this is the European countries. Algeria, Cape Verde, Egypt, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Morocco, Senegal, South Africa, Tunisia. Yeah. So there is no Morocco.
Yeah, the Baleba, I'll say it now. Baleba will be our first midfield signing.
Okay.
Baleba will be our first. I predict that Baleba will be our first midfield signing.
All right. Yeah, bro. If this what you're saying is true, I hope so, and I'll be happy about it. Because even though some people are saying Baleba is washed, blah blah blah, he doesn't have the mental strength. That's why he's down tools. I rate the player, so we'll see what happens with Baleba. Big up, wrap up, big up. Let me bring in Professor Omo Solo in the building as well, Prof.
Hey, what's up? Let's speed this up real quick because I don't like to take long.
Yes, sir.
I'm not speaking on manager. I wait to the summer because again I don't want Carrick, but it is what it is. Tonali, right? I watched the Italy match. All I hear about, Tonali is a 6, bro. I watched the Italy match. This man ain't no 6. He's not a 6. He's not the main. He's not the main tempo setter. It was Locatelli and Barella. Locatelli and Barella was the tempo setter for that Italy match. And for Newcastle, the person that does it, Bruno Gomes. Okay. Bruno Gomes is the person with the most touches on the ball. That's what you have to see. That's a key stat. So most touches on the ball.
In Tonali's performance yesterday, what was impressive for you?
What was impressive that he was only able to get the goal. Yes. There was no impact in build-up. I'll tell you that. Okay. And not other most United fans. Let's put it like that. Most United fans, they're like, "Oh, he's gonna come here. He's gonna do this." I'm like, "Bro, are you watching the same? Do you know what this man's attribute is? His attribute is this, and you want him to do this."
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll leave it at that.
Got you.
Because you don't know Manchester United, and also there's an article from January 12. This is about I'm still international. January 12 by Carrefour. He said when English player move, when Brazilian player move to EPL, they lose their touch. Carrefour said that January 12, 2026, and he's been saying this for years. He does not like when Brazilian player go to the EPL. He's been saying this.
Okay. It's can you? I want to be able to find this article because it's can you say like the title again or
it's from Tribe TRIBUNA. Carrefour, January 12, 2026.
Okay. All right.
He said that he doesn't like when Brazilian go to EPL. So I believe he doesn't like when they go to the EPL early, or doesn't like when they go to the EPL. I'm not sure which one is it. But either we doesn't like when because their chance of winning the World Cup decreases. And again, this has happened with Germany. During the Germany golden generation time, they were doing well. They were doing well after the World Cup. They were doing well after that. And what happened was they had Pep.
Yeah.
Pep came in with the tiki-taka, ruined that whole country how they play football. Because again, Germany, most of their players come from Bayern Munich. He came in there, introduced tiki-taka. Then when they went to this ever since then, they've not been good. They've not been the Germany that they used to be.
Yeah, Germany has fallen off.
That's why power. Yeah, Germany.
Could they even make it out the group stage again this time around? Like, you know what I mean? Like that.
They're still trying to find their footing. Because again, I see Bayern Munich as Germany. Yeah. Most of the players is Harry Kane, Luis Diaz. What's another? Gnabry is there. They are signing. Like most of their players, like Bayern Munich is Germany. And they don't have enough players in there. Like, bro, Germany's not going to do well. And that's what happened when Pep came in there with tiki-taka. And that's why they let him go. They're like, bro, you got to go. You got to go. He was winning the league. They're like, bro, he got to go. He got to go because it wasn't working. The national team didn't do well.
To be fair, in the World Cup, it did kind of work a bit because they had Ozil, possession-based, Cruz, possession-based. They had quite a lot of possession-based players.
This was after Pep came in there.
That was 2014. That was 2014.
Yeah.
That was 2014.
2010 South Africa. Yeah. Okay, yes. But it's just that after that time, like, they're not the German machine. They were the German machine. That's what we call it. We call it the German machine.
Yeah,
they're not that anymore.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And I think Muller is retired now, right? So it's gonna be
Muller said they gotta find their footing. They're like they gotta get that spark back. So good luck to them. That's about it.
The fall off between there's a fall off of the Brazilian football, there's a fall off of German football.
Oh man, Brazil.
I didn't watch the Brazilian game. I'm not sure if Enrique could tell me, but they said nobody did a step over. Is that true?
Bro, it felt
I didn't see it.
I didn't
see it.
I was watching Fulham versus like PSG yesterday.
It was Brazil a workman-like team now. There's no flair. There's no audacity. There's no.
They become England athletes.
Yes, it's cool, man.
Listen, if you go back, you had Dani Alves and Maicon playing wings. You could go. As in, I don't even know who their left back was at the time. They had tellers. They have players. Like the players gone now. Yeah. The last person who played was Neymar.
They play like a European team. That's why they're hoping for Neymar to get recover from his injury, so he can make it to the Brazil squad. He's the only one that can do something.
Fans in the stands yesterday were chanting Neymar.
They're cheering for Neymar because the team sucks without him.
At least Neymar will bring some life. He's the last of the dying breed, you know.
Because I'm looking at. I didn't watch the game. Yeah. I'm like, what's Martinelli doing here?
Oh,
Martinelli.
I'll tell you that, like, for sure. Go ahead, wrap up. Yeah.
Martinelli is 10 times worse than Rashford. Brazilian. He's from Guatemala, not Brazil, man. He's crap. He's shit. Runs down blind alleys. He's crap, man. Don't know how he gets into the team. But I know he gets. The players ain't there anymore. It's sad to see what Brazil have become because they play like a European team now. It's dead.
You're correct. That's a perfect example of it. They're not the favela players are there. The favela players are there. They gotta pick up 11 players from favela and just make a team now. Because all this play, like you're moving out to Europe and you know like getting there. You're just there by name. You gotta figure it out.
You know, it's crazy that there was not a single step over yesterday. You know, and what I realize is that Cunha and Vinicius don't work well together as well, you know. And
Vinicius plays
I did.
crap
I
for
would never.
Brazil
I
too.
don't
So.
even think I have to see that to know that that won't work out ever. Like,
right, like
Maybe Brazil need an Idi Amin like Mbappe at
they
this point,
actually
because
they actually looked better when Thiago came on, the Brentford guy. You know, that's
Yeah,
when
Thiago, he's like a classical European
he's
nine
a
as
classic
well.
number 9. Like, hey,
No, no
give him the
flair,
one in the
but he
box.
got
I'm
goals.
there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Poacher, this year, like a European, you're number 9. No frills, but
At
goals.
this point, Neymar has to go because he is equivalent to England taking Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson ain't gonna play no game, but he's always there.
if he does, he can't be on the
Neymar, if
left
he
wing.
gets
Though
fit,
he
he
has to
plays
be
like
the
TV.
striker.
If
Yeah.
Neymar play,
He
they have
has
to
to
give
play up
Neymar
top.
Now
the
play
hazard
Neymar
role,
on the
like
10
run
in
around
the
and do
10,
whatever you
not
want
as
to
a
do.
striker.
He will score goals.
Yeah, in the 10, he can do something, Neymar. Just
Yeah.
play him in
Yeah,
the 10.
basically you would need like Vinicius on the wing, obviously doing what Vinicius does at the wax out. Just get it to Neymar and let him have a tap in, whatever it's gotta be.
Yeah.
And I heard Bruno Guimaraes didn't play, so I guess they need him. They need him and Casemiro in that midfield to solidify everything. But like, get Bruno Guimaraes, get next to Casemiro. You
They
put
need
Neymar on
Bruno
the 10, and life
Guimaraes,
is complete.
Casemiro, and Joe Linton just to rough up with a bit of finesse in there. Yeah.
Cause I don't know who this Andre kid is. Like, bro, you just started doing well.
France are the favourites, though. France
Guy-
are the favourites. They got 3 or 4 squads. Yeah, it's crazy, man. The amount of depth France has got.
I could say that. And France, Spain. That's about it. That's all I got.
say this one for like I think we'll ought to
Okay,
do
walk up
World Cup
time.
prediction.
We'll save that. We'll save it.
We'll save that.
Yeah,
Guys,
because there's still some match going on with
Exactly.
Italy. I forgot the people that gotta play.
go to the beginning of the stream to check that, Professor. We covered that extensively about what the playoffs mean and what's next.
Fun fact, you know Graham Potter, the manager of Sweden?
Hey,
Yeah. They went through, though. I knew it
that's crazy. That's awesome. Hey,
Because I saw a clip out there. They said Gukaret scored the goal and Graham Potter didn't react. I'm like, cool.
that is wild.
So, Bob, are you gonna go to London? Yeah, you gonna go to London?
If they allow me, yeah.
Host that fight, yeah. Markham versus We Deserve Better, yeah.
Oh,
I see you in London, yeah. You gonna go there?
We'll be there.
We'll be there for sure, my G. Guys, hit the like button. Also, you guys seen this young puppy? I'm sure you'll appreciate this. This is a game day, women's football. Look at the warm-ups. It's we need to start streaming more women's football. It's going down.
Oh, Brazilian. Is she the striker now? Yeah.
What is that music thing? What is that button you press when you're about to end stream? Press that button.
Football Power